What's going on, guys? Bruce here, and welcome back to the channel.
Holy shit! Oh my.
So we made it here to D&J Precision Machine in Cambridge, Ohio. We've got the Longhorn backed in the door. I know I just literally posted the video, but I cannot wait. I'm gonna get this baby edited and uploaded immediately so you guys can see everything that happened with this badass video picking up everything. So we've got the Longhorn back in the door. We're gonna get all these engines unloaded, get the new race motors loaded up. This thing is nasty as hell. There's salt all over it. Now that we're inside, you can actually see it. Oh, brake dust is killing my wheels. There's salt all over it. Just nasty, 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 nasty. So anyways, Drew is on the forklift over there. We're gonna get these engines unloaded and get everything put on a pallet and go from there. All this sweet oil and nastiness. So this place is so nice. Look at all the crazy amount of space they've got. This shop is like huge. I think it's like 40,000 square foot, something crazy. But these guys work on everything from, you blow your truck up, you can bring it up here, they'll fix it, put it back together, whatever. They'll build you an engine to put in your truck. They build sled pulling trucks for customers. I think these have, this one looks like it's got a built 12 valve in it with a goddamn 2.5 ton front axle in it. This thing is massive, holy shit. This thing's no joke. And they're fabricators, go figure. It looks like they're building the badass rear axle for it and everything. I know that's like a 2.5 ton rear end, I'm pretty sure. And they've got all kinds of stuff going on over here. So anyways, you got to see all the crazy sled pulling trucks they've got. We'll walk over here and check out their engine build room. Drew did tell me they're getting into doing repairs here. All kinds of stuff they've got going on. This is their sweet engine build room. This is where all the magic happens. Nice and clean. They've got a heater and everything in here. A nice AC unit for when it gets used for like the 1 week out of the year. And they've got like a piss load of engines ready to rock and ready to ship out right over here. They're gonna try to put my engine and the Australian engine on one pallet. We'll walk over there and check that out in a second. Then we're gonna put them in a box to take them home so they don't get damaged or anything like that. Over here, as many of you seen, was the engine that I posted. It kind of helped me get a lot of subscribers. Well, it did actually. That blew up on the dyno that belongs to LaVon Miller, which is this bad girl right here, and this is the one that exploded terribly into a bajillion pieces. If you guys haven't watched that video, I'm sure all of you have, but make sure you check it out. Just type in dyno explosion on YouTube, and it's like the first one to pop up, posted by myself. Back when I first started YouTubing, so I was a little premature to my YouTubing days there. Up here in the front is the machining process. This is how their very, very extremely affordable valve covers start out life as I think they sell them on their website for $3.99. I will, of course, put a link in the description down below to D&J Precision Machines website. Make sure you go check them out. They have some amazing products here. And this is where the valve covers start out life as just big, huge chunks of aluminum. And they are not light. They're still very heavy whenever they start out life. So this is the Centroid. I think it's a 5-axis machine. This is where all the head machining happens. Man, check that out. Look at that big machine. Absolutely insane. You see all of the machining materials down here that have accumulated over time. All the different bits for machining the heads to get down in there and port them out, make them nice and smooth. And then this is what they mount the heads down onto, so they can mount them inside the machine and they can be rotated all over the place and do all the crazy machining that happens to make all these smooth bores happen, as you guys can see there. So you've seen where they machine the heads, port them, and do all the crazy machining to get the valves to fit and install the new valve seats that are much, much larger than factory. I think we've got, the head is cut out right here before they go to install the new valve seats in them. I don't know if they got a head laying around that's got the new ones in it or not, but we'll move over here to the line boring machine. They use this to line hone and line bore the block to fix any imperfections in the main caps and the main bearings. They also use this to machine out your cam journals to to install cam bearings all the way down the block, because from the factory, Cummins only has cam bearings in the front and the back of the block. So up there on top of the Centroid, you can see all the crazy tools that are used. This machine, basically once you program it on that screen over there, you hit start and it does everything for you. You walk away and it runs and does everything it's supposed to. All the way from changing the bits to changing them back to how fast it goes. Where it cuts at, it's all done by computer programming. And it looks like this right here is the rod bench where they touch everything up with a very small grinder there and make sure these are all perfect and ready to rock and matched up to each their own as a pair and a set. And this is where all the magic happens, where all their other CNC machines, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they have 10 CNC machines in all. That is an insane amount of money. I mean, absolutely insane. Crazy how much this stuff costs to make. Now everybody asks, you know, why are the parts so expensive? Why do these engines cost so much money? Well, here it is, guys. These machines are, you know, $150,000, $200,000 on the low end. They go even higher from there, depending on what you want and how much you can program them to do things on their own without having to sit there and babysit them. So this right here is a billet intake manifold that goes on the side of the Cummins engines. Some nice brand new, looks like they're hot off the press, they're still wet, billet timing covers for common rails. A lot of people wonder, and I myself have asked D&J how they make these pistons withstand the abuse they take and the miles and the amount of hours these engines are driven and the intense power these things make. They get these blanks of aluminum, as you see right here in my hand, and these things are really heavy. So you got this piece of steel right here that they machine in-house right here, and they send them off to a company that forges this steel ringland into the piston blank, and this is how they get them back. And then D&J takes this piece right here and moves on to making it look like this on the bottom. The next process to doing just a little bit more machining, you can't hardly tell the difference there, to nearly a finished product where they have cut the height of the piston down, as you can see right there. And I don't know if they have any finished pistons right here anywhere. Let me see if there's a couple of them that have got a little bit of stuff done. This one's almost completely done. This looks like a 5.9 piston or some kind of a mock-up piston. There's a little bit of machining stuff going on right there, but yeah, really nice, beautiful pieces of machinery. And honestly, guys, this stuff is more or less a work of art. Just the amount of time and knowledge it takes to develop something like this is absolutely insane. Make sure you guys hit the like button, drop a comment down below if this stuff is blowing your mind like it is mine. Being here in-house, being able to walk around in all the workspaces of all the workers here and D&J Machine and the business that builds the fastest diesel drag racing engines in the world as we speak, guys. They have the fastest stuff on the market, baddest, most reliable stuff going on. It's pretty insane what they've done here, and none of this is copied. You know, this is all Drew and his crew that have designed and come up with these ideas on how to make things work and how to make things last and take the abuse that we put them through, and especially what I do. You guys see how much I abuse everything I own. This engine, I am not going to be giving it a break. It is going to be taking all the nitrous we throw at it. It will be getting hit hard. It will not be given a second chance. So pretty amazing to be able to walk through here and check everything out. Even though they do have all the nice fancy machines, they still have an old Bridgeport here. They take it back and do everything on a personal level. And so here's where they cut your valve seats to make them perfect to fit the valves like they need to be set. As I was walking in the door, they were literally painting this engine. Can you imagine how many times these pieces of tape right here have been painted? I mean, look at how many coats of paint is on this piece right here. Pretty insane, right? This valve cover probably has to have a few thousand coats of paint on it, along with this fancy intake plate right here. And look at these these connector tube nuts. They've got so much paint on them also. But we're gonna walk over here and check out all these badass dual CP3 cases. This is what I have on my motor. Check out that. If that doesn't look like sex, I don't know what does, guys. That is freaking badass. Check out these things out. They do have these on the website. Make sure you go to D&J Precision Machines website. It will be in the link down below. Go check them out. Go check out all the badass products they have in stock. I mean, look, they have a crazy insane amount of things in stock, from camshafts to billet guillotines for your sled pulling guys, all the way down to billet freeze plugs in stock, your billet freeze plugs for the back of the engine, all kinds of crazy stuff, all the way down to billet valve covers. I mean, check that shit out. Banks Big Haul stuff, they've got amazing amounts of things in stock. This right here is the billet timing cover for your factory engines. If you're going to be running a factory style timing case, these are the nice little pieces that cover it. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Here's an Enforcer billet valve cover piece. I've got one of those in my shop from my old engine from last year. All kinds of crazy stuff they keep in stock, all the way down to head gaskets, your main bolts, your head bolts. There's some crazy amounts of things that are in stock and on tap, ready to ship here at D&J Precision Machines. So, Crocky, on my hunt in D&J Precision Machine, I stumbled upon this billet aluminum block over here in the corner. It's hiding. Look at this sexy piece of machinery right here. That looks like an LSM block. That is an ancient LSM billet aluminum block. That is not the new D&J Precision Machine built aluminum block. That is a potato from way back in the day. That's like the first generation of billet aluminum blocks. Probably why it's sitting over there in the corner in the dust. We are going to go on a hunt and try to find D&J's billet aluminum motor. I know they've got to have it around here somewhere. I mean, somewhere they have to have it around here. Let's go check out the sweet lobby. Let me turn the lights on in this bad girl. Hey, here we go. Hell yeah, brother. We're going to have to rob a t-shirt off these guys. Look at these pistons, though. Man, that's some badass stuff. Hell yeah. Got you a goddamn Cummins valve cover right there. Old Cummins. Heck yeah. We are definitely going to be robbing Drew of some merch. We are not getting out of here unless he sets us up with some merch, period. In the story. And definitely a banner. You gotta get a banner hung in the shop, of course. Like, duh. So my engine is right over there on the pallet. We are gonna try to fit 2 of these on one pallet, and of course put a box over them for the 1,000-mile trip home. So I think that's what Drew's doing now. He's getting turned around. This is the Australian engine over here. Not that one. They look exactly the same, but this is it right here. We're gonna get this one taken off the pallet and get it stuffed on the pallet with mine, so we can fit them all under one box and get them in the back of the truck. You won't get to see them unwrapped on this episode. You'll have to wait till the next one. I know. You're getting a badass tour of this amazing shop. You're gonna have to wait until the next episode to see the unboxing, and we're gonna get these things set on some engine stands inside the shop so we can get ready to start assembling the fuel system and everything that goes along with getting one of these engines ready to rock. Now this is mine. We did get a brand new full power kit from fluid dampener, and it does have ARP bolts and a brand new fluid dampener for the front of mine, and it did get the dual CP3 kit, but like I said, you do not get to see any of that until we unwrap them on the next episode of After Hours Garage. So this right here is a prime example of pushing a engine to the max. There's a reason that D&J Machine offers 3 lines of engines, from the Street Series to the Predator Series to the deck plate engine. This right here is a Street Series, and the customer pushed it past its limits, even though they are recommended to run a deck plate or a Predator Series. And this is what happens, guys. This is why they have 3 separate engines for you to choose from, depending on what you're deciding to do with it. It's got a sweet hole there. So make sure you choose accordingly to your application. It's definitely worth going ahead and spending the money for what you're wanting to do and doing it right the first time to avoid any issues you may have in the future. So we've got this engine up in the air. They've got an elaborate engine lifting system so they don't damage these beautiful engines. We're gonna get these pieces of wood transferred from there to here so we can get both of these stuffed under one of these nice big aluminum crates, one of these nice big wood crates, and get them all stuffed under one box. So these are all engines that D&J has ready to rock, waiting on customers to pick them up, all the way from a P-pump 6.7 liter sled pulling engine to a, looks like a Street Series engine with a Banks Big Hoss intake on it. These guys will do anything you ask them to. They don't have any set agenda. They do have, I'd say, the limits where they won't put stock rods in an engine, things like that, where you tell them what you want and they'll tell you how they'll build it and build it right the first time. We don't like doing things twice. shit costs too much damn money to do it twice. So that's why I dealt with them, so they can do it right the first time. So you've seen the old potato billet aluminum LSM block over there in the corner. This is D&J's billet aluminum block. I think this is their mock-up engine. They did build 2 of them, and they're already out to the customers and the trucks getting ready for race season. So he told me he currently doesn't have any complete assembled billet aluminum Cummins that he's built in-house right now. But that is what they look like. This is, I think, the first one they built, and they're using it for mock-up to learn from. So we're not going to get too close to it, but you can kind of see a fully billet aluminum block right there, machined and designed by D&J Precision Machine. Pretty badass, amazing stuff. Like I said, this stuff just blows my mind, the amount of time it takes to design and the quality and craftsmanship that D&J has here in-house with all their parts. So there are lots of things that are affordable to even the people that don't want to spend, say, $20,000 on a race engine. They do everything from just rebuilding your factory heads to building factory engines here, even repairing trucks. So if you're up in Cambridge, Ohio area, North America area, make sure you stop by and check them out. But if you're down in my area, make sure you come by, because we are a dealer for D&J Precision Machine.
Let's go get insurance. Okay.
That is going to be one really, really heavy pallet right there. Very heavy pallet. So now we're gonna get these things strapped down to where they don't move an inch, and then we're gonna get this big fancy box put on top of it, get it loaded up, and get ready to head home. So Drew's been here since 6 a.m. this morning. He gets here at 6 a.m. every day, 7 days a week, to get all these engines built for all of his amazing customers. And I'm giving him a hard time because he gotta do it for the thumbnail. So we gotta cut these engines, at least one of them, back open. No, I'll just do this one, that's fine. So we can get the perfect thumbnail. Make sure you guys click on this video and check all the amazing content out.
Thumbnail.
Thumbnail, that's what it's all about.
Whatever that is.
It's the picture you see before you watch the video.
Oh.
So now we're unleashing all the sex. All the amazing stuff going on right here. So this is my engine. This is the Predator series I was telling you guys about. That's the step below the deck plate engine. All right, so now we can take a thumbnail. And just thumbnail. So before we do that, we got, there's the thumbnail. Right there, it's greasy. All right, we gotta do a nice slow panoramic shot with some really cool music in the background. So now the thumbnail is all 110% done. We've taken over 100 pictures. Make sure to stay till the very end to see all the bloopers of the thumbnails. These two monkeys are gonna pick the wooden box up and figure out how to set it on the pallet and get it screwed down so my engines are nice and safe for the trip home. This is like Christmas. We got the D&J gear all decked out, ready to rock. More than excited. We got some badass stickers. We got a banner we're gonna get hung up in the shop, so you guys are always reminded of where the badass engines came from and all that good stuff. So, God, y'all guys, I am so excited about this. This is absolutely insane. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hold on. I got 2 hands here.
So are these precision cut and made boxes?
Yeah.
And these are all made by a guy named Clyde?
No, these are made by Steve. Scuba Steve.
Scuba Steve. I got a Scuba Steve in my town too. Oh boy. Look at that, fits like a glove.
Like a glove.
Here we go, finally. And she squats. One more to go. Oh my goodness. We might have to get airbags soon. And last but not least, we have our core engine going to Black's Diesel Performance. One of our customers actually ordered the engine from them, so we're gonna drop the core off and pick it up. Normally we would order our remanufactured stock long blocks from D&J Machine if we didn't have the time to build them ourselves. Huh? You're good, come on. Back up. There you go. All right. We might have to turn that pallet sideways, maybe. For about 1.5 feet. Ah, you'd be good. It'll be close, but probably gonna split that piece of wood in half. Sorry, transmission. You're good. Right there. Like butter. Oop. Damn. She is loaded down. Now for the part that hurts, where we gotta pay him. All right, guys, so that is a wrap for my adventure here at D&J Precision Machine. They have a huge warehouse. Cannot wait for one day to have a shop as big as this on my own, but as everybody likes to say, more money, no problems. So, and Drew, we kind of had a long conversation and he explained that to me. So I got a lot of stuff to look forward to, a lot of growing up to do when it comes to owning a business and getting on a level on something as crazy as this. We've got the Longhorn loaded up. Both of the brand new D&J race engines are all in the back of it. And we're gonna say our goodbyes. And Drew, I wanna say thanks for working with us and getting everything done. And we are going to dip out of here and head home on our 15-hour journey home. So make sure you hit the like button because you have absolutely no reason to hit a dislike button on this video. It's full of awesomeness. Drop a comment down below. Make sure you go to D&J's website. The link will be in the description down below. Go check them out. They have everything from your 12 valve. They mostly specify in Cummins. Y'all are working on Ford products right now?
Yeah, if we get caught up on
Thinking about it. It's a thought. They definitely have the equipment to do it and to make it precise, for better words. But make sure you go down, check their website out, all the amazing, all the way down just to dress up stuff. You don't have to go with a full-blown race engine. You can buy dress up billet covers, billet freeze plugs, make your engine look really nice without having to go fast. Now everybody wants to go fast, so like I said, check them out. Make sure you go check out our link in the description for ahdracing.com for all of our merchandise we just released, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Until then, we'll catch you guys at the racetrack.